On this episode of Energized Wednesday,
Neutral, yeah. Don't live your life on neutral, yeah. Like cruising along, like, hey, I got it, hey. Move to the right, get it, girl. Move it to the left. Hey, Energized Wednesday, Energized Wednesday. And you are attractive on the inside, on the
This is Ruth M. Haynes, and I'm a speaker, author, and a singer.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. This is Ruth M. Haynes for another episode of Energized Wednesday. Energized Wednesday. Today I want to talk about neutral, living in neutral, right? Living in neutral is the last thing you want to do because it's great, when things are happening for you. It's great when, things are working out. Living in neutral is like cruising along, like, hey, I got it, hey, move to the left, and move to the right, get it, girl, move it to the left. Neutral is when you're just cruising through life. Let me tell you how detrimental that is. I see so many people that want to cruise through life, but they want to admire celebrities that got a whole lot of money. That you know how much they worth. You know how much they worth. How many times you had that conversation with somebody? Do you know how much they worth? Let them do what they want to do. But you can have your own riches. We have enough prosperity, but there's enough out there for everybody. You can't think like, well, that person made it, so that means there's no room in the game for me. You can't think like that. You got to stop living in neutral because you just neutral in your attitude, neutral in the way you're acting, right? Neutral. And that's the negative side of neutral, right? Neutral where like you're cruising along and you're just like, I'm going to stay right here. You're in neutral. You just came out of negative, right? You came out of negative people. You came out of negative situation. Number one is getting your financial life together. You can get in neutral by getting yourself a little job. You don't have to ask nobody for nothing. You're taking care of yourself. You're taking care of your bills. When you're coming out of negative, you coming out of a bad situation, neutral is great. When you're coming out of a past that you hated, a past where you had a bad reputation, neutral is great. You're finally getting things stable. If you never had that family stability, you finally got your family together. If you never had that job, you finally got that job together. If you had to struggle to get your degree, you finally got your degree. That's neutral. Everything's great in neutral. Everything's going wonderful. But there's going to be a time where you want to do something great, but you're so stuck in neutral that you can't move past it. You can't move past a neutral mindset, okay? So first of all, I want to say congratulations. Congratulations for stabilizing your income. Number one, stabilizing your income. Congratulations. Do what you got to do. Fight and go where you got to go, right? But neutralizing your income is a great step. You got to do that. Like, let's say you want to run a business. Like, you got to be able to have a stable income. You got to be able to put money inside of your business. So being neutral is a good thing. Just don't get stuck there, right? Being neutral is wonderful. You got resources you never had. You got people behind you that you never had. Number two, your relationship is stable when you're in neutral. You're like, no, we're not going through no breakups right now. We're not crying. We ain't got no Mary J. Blige back in the day. Or, we're not saying baby, baby. We don't got that Keith Sweat. Baby, 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 baby. You're not crying. You're not, you just, everything is okay. It's okay, okay? And the third thing you do is you stabilize your self-worth. You're like, you know what? I am more than, this negative life I've been living. And a lot of people, they start at neutral. That's an advantage. Good for you. But let me tell you something. Even though you started in negative, it doesn't mean you can't move to neutral. And even when you get to neutral, it doesn't mean you can't move into a positive lifestyle. Okay, neutral means, you know what, I could do this right here. I'm comfortable. Neutral is like getting in your comfort zone and staying there. Neutral is like you're not going to let anybody tear you down, but you also not gonna let nobody build you up. That's neutral. You're not gonna just tell yourself you're awesome, you're amazing. That's just too much. You're not gonna bash yourself either. That's neutral. And It's okay to be neutral. If you want more, you have to try harder. If you want less, then keep doing what you want to do, because neutral eventually is going to be complacency. You're going to do less and less. How can I get away with less? Sometimes we get a little comfortable, and when we get comfortable, something happens and we just lose the ball. Something happens and we drop the ball, and then everything goes back into negative. And you don't want that kind of lifestyle. You just want to get, let's say when your car broke down, right? I am the queen of cars breaking down, okay? Got at least 50 times. The 50, maybe 25 times my car broke down, right? When you get that car, like I had to take that thing and put the big giant van in neutral and have somebody pushing me. When I was in neutral, you kind of need somebody to push you along the way. You need help a little bit, but you need to be motivated. You need to be pushed when you're in neutral. When you're in neutral, you feel like, okay, like I need some help, but I could stay here, but I need some help. If you stay right here, like neutral is like, I'm not moving on a flat surface. If it's in like I said before, and on a hill and you can go backwards, or if you're on a hill and you're towards the edge, you can move forward. Neutral is like, it can go any way for you. But if you want to guarantee your success, if you want to guarantee you'll get where you got to go, if you want to guarantee that you'll fight, you got to fight and push yourself. You're like, you know what? I don't care what happens. As soon as I get this car out of neutral, as soon as my car gets started, I ain't never letting it die again. I'm going to put the gas in. I'm going to fix it when it's broken. I'm going to do everything I need to do so I won't ever have to go back to being neutral again. So guys, get yourself out of neutral. Just got into neutral. If you just got into neutral, congratulations. But if you want to get out of neutral, stay tuned next week. I have a special video for you. I'm going to take you to positive next week, okay? Thank you so much. This is Ruth M. Haynes. Thank you for watching. Bye. Neutral, yeah. Don't live your life on neutral. Hey, neutral. Get jiggy with it, neutral. Don't live your life on neutral. Bye. Number 1, we're going to create an action plan. Action plan, I'm taking action. Action. What you do? Hey. Create an action plan, okay? First, your action plan must start with your goal.